Hey y'all, it's Marlee here, just creating a channel to share some tips and tricks on my makeup and skincare routine. So if you're interested, stick around. So let's get started. I've already moisturized my face with the Glam Glow Illuminating Moisturizer. This is a really good product, but it's also like $50. So if you're looking for something more like on the drug side of things, probably would not recommend this. And I've also already primed my face with the Glow by Wonder Beauty Illuminating Face Oil. It's really good. I've actually just started using this product. So let's jump right into foundation. I will be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear in the color 2C1 with Pure Beige. And I will be going in with my JH03 foundation brush by Jaclyn Hill Collection. So now that I've got it on my brush, just gonna apply that in the 4 spots of my face and just start blending it out. Okay, so we got that all blended, so now we're going to go in with concealer. Currently I'm using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. So I'm going to apply that to my face, and then I'm going to buff it out using my Dampen Beauty Blender. So now that I've got that applied, I'm just going to go in with my damp Beauty Blender and just buff it out. Okay, so the next step is to use the same Dampen Beauty Blender, and I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Finishing Powder just to set my concealer. So now while that's setting, I normally move to eyebrows, so let's go ahead and jump into that. I'm going to be going in with my Anastasia 12 eyebrow brush and my Ardell eyebrow powder. I normally use the ColourPop eyebrow pencil, but my life's been really crazy lately. I haven't had time to stop at Ulta to get a new one, so I've literally been filling in my eyebrows with powder. But it's okay. It's fine. We're going to get through this. So, what I like to start off with is the darkest color and line the end of my brow because I want the tail of it to be darker than the front. So then I'm just going to take the outline and disperse it throughout my brow. So now I'm going to go in with this lighter shade right here and fill in the front of my brow. Alright, so now I'm just going to brush it out, and I'm going to clean it up with some concealer. So I'm taking my concealer brush in the JH43 out of Jaclyn Hill's collection, and I'm just going to be using some Marlee Retouch and Erase concealer. You can find it at Walmart. It's not very expensive, and I just like to use this just to clean up my brows. So this is pretty much my brow routine. I'm going to hop off real quick and go do the other one, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that I've got my brows done, I'm going to go in with the JH01 brush, the Jaclyn Hill powder brush, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Pressed Powder. And I'm just going to go in and go all over my face and wipe away the excess powder that I used to set my concealer. Okay, so now that that's done, I like to do contouring next. So I'm going to go in with the JH02 brush. I use it for contouring. I'm not sure if that's what you're supposed to use it for, but we're just going to go with it. So I'm going to go in with the Ulta Beauty Bronzing Matte Powder. And I like to start from the top of my ear and just drag it down towards the corner of my mouth. So now I'm going to go in with the Don't Be Afraid to Dazzle contouring palette by Tarte, and I'm just going to really line the cheekbones. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm going to go in with the JH04 blush brush, and this is the Ulta Beauty Flush Blush. Just get a little dab, go on the centers of my cheeks, and just bring it up. I don't like too much blush, just to give me enough color. Put a little on my cheeks. So now that I've done that, it's time to contour the nose. I'm going to go back in with the Don't Be Afraid to Dazzle Tarte contouring palette, and I'm going to be using the JH40 brush. I'm just going to dab that in there and tap off the excess, and then start at the tip of my nose. And then you just want to bring it all the way up the bridge of your nose. I like to kind of bring it to the point of my eyebrow. And then the other side. Okay, so the next step is highlighting. I like to use the Wet n Wild highlighters. They're super pigmented and they're really good quality for super cheap. So I'm going to be using the color Blossom Glow, and I'm going to be using the JH09 brush to highlight. So I like to highlight the tops of my cheeks. My Cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, and in between my eyes. And then whatever excess I have, I like to put a little on my forehead. My face is super dry, so I try to make it look a little more dewy. So the next step is eyes. So let's jump right into that. I'm going to be using the James Charles Morphe palette. And it literally has every color in the rainbow. Like, I used to carry a bazillion palettes around with me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have room for this in my makeup bag, but literally all I have to do is carry this one palette because, as you can see, it has literally every color you could think of. So I'm going to be using the JH30 brush in the Jaclyn Hill collection. I'm going to go in with the color right here called Flashback. And I'm just going to use this to set my lid, so it's all one color. So now I'm going to go in with this lighter brown right here. And I'm just going to put this in the crease of my eye. And just really blend it up towards your eyebrow. Alright, so now that we've got that done, I'm going to go in with this darker brown. And I'm just going to put this in the corner. The outside corner of my eye. And just kind of like blend it into your crease. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. Alright, so now that we've got that done, I'm going to go in with the JH41 brush. I like to use this for my shimmers. And if you put a little bit of setting spray on them, I feel like the shimmers stick more and you don't have as much fallout. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's also a really good shade if you want to use it as a highlighter. But I'm going to dab into that. And I'm just going to go from the inner corner of my eye to the center. So now that that's done, we're going to go back in with the JH30 brush and go on the outside corner and just really make sure that your shimmer and your mattes blend well together so there aren't any harsh lines. Alright, so now that that's done, we can do the under eye to smoke it out a little bit with the JH42 brush. I'm going to go back in with this darker shade of brown that we used for the outside corner of our eye. And just go right underneath my waterline. And then the same thing to the side. You can also like use your finger to smudge it out too. Alright, so all that's left now is to put on some mascara and pop on some lips. So I'm going to go in with the Wonderfully Real Rimmel London mascara. Alright, now that I got this eye done, I'm going to hop off real quick and go do the other eye because it literally takes me 5 hours to do mascara, but I'll be back soon. Alright, so now that I'm done with my mascara, I'm going to go in with the Ulta Beauty Automatic Lip Liner, and this is in the shade Flesh. And now I'm going to go in with the Kylie Jenner Charm. This is in matte. And now to finish off with the lips, I'm going to go in with the Milani Amore Shine Lip Gloss. So now that we're done with our lips, all we have to do is go in with our Morphe setting spray to set the face. So if you like this look, please stay tuned for my next video. Bye!